Good morning, children. In the previous video, we have started the chapter My Experiments with Truth by Mahatma Gandhi. This chapter is an extract from Gandhiji's autobiography My Experiments with Truth. So, in the previous video, we have studied about Mahatma Gandhi, that he started liking two books other than his study books. That was a book based on Raja Harishchandra and a book that was based on Shravan Pitra Bhakti. So, let us study that now Mahatma Gandhi had made to do gymnastics, and he was made to play cricket because these things were compulsory. So from here today I am going to start. I then had the false notion that gymnastics had nothing to do with education. So Gandhiji said, I had a false thinking in my mind. I have made this thinking by myself in my mind that there isn't any relation between gymnastic and education. Today I know that physical training is as important as mental training. So today, at the time when he was writing his autobiography and he was writing this incident, he is telling us that I now I understand that physical training means our physical fitness is equally important as our mental fitness. The reason for my dislike for gymnastics was my keen desire to serve as nurse to my father. So that was the reason he didn't like gymnastics, because he wanted to serve his father. As soon as the school closed, I would hurry home and begin serving him. So he wanted to assist, he wanted to nurse, he wanted to help his father. So as soon as school closed, he used to go back to home and start serving his father. Then, now it happened that one Saturday. So now only on Saturday he was free. I had to go from home to school for gymnastics at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I had no watch and the clouds deceived me. So he didn't have any watch, he just guessed, and he used to went, but sometimes he was late. When I reached the school, all the boys had already left. The next day, on being asked the reason for absence, I told Mr. Jimmy what had happened. He refused to believe me. I was convicted of lying. That deeply pained me. So, next day, his principal asked him why he was late. He told the true reason, that he didn't have any watch. But principal, he didn't believe in him. He didn't believe him. So he gave him punishment for lying. So it hurt him, because a person who is telling truth and he was being accused of lying, so it will be a painful for him. How was I to prove my innocence? There was no way. I learned that a man of truth must also be a man of care. So he was thinking that how can I prove that I had not lied? So he was thinking there wasn't any way of this. I can't prove it. So people used to say, and he has read it also, that a person who speaks truth, he must be careful also. This was the first and last instance of my carelessness in school. But there is another neglect for which I am still paying the penalty. So, one more thing was there. Neglect means I have not taken care of that in time, and still I am paying. I do not know when I got the notion that good handwriting was not a necessary part of education. So, again, one more false thinking, one more thought made by himself. He thought that there is nothing to do with a good handwriting. Means good handwriting is not necessary for good education. Means it is not a part of education. Handwriting doesn't matter. But I retained it until I went to England. So, when he went to England, still he was, at that time also, he was thinking that handwriting doesn't matter. When later, especially in South Africa, I saw the beautiful handwriting of lawyers and young men. But when he went to South Africa, he saw the beautiful handwritings of lawyers, other lawyers, and young men. I was ashamed of myself and repented of my neglect. Now he was feeling shameful for himself because of the bad handwriting, and now he was repenting of his neglect. Means now he was worrying that I should have done it in time. पछता रहे थे वो. I saw that bad handwriting was regarded as a sign of imperfect education. So, if we do not have good handwriting, that shows that our education is imperfect. I tried later to improve mine, but it was too late. Obviously, we used to say that handwriting can be improved in early age. Afterwards, it cannot be changed. It is very difficult. I could never repair the neglect of my youth. So now, whatever I have neglected at that time, whatever I have not paid attention to at that time, now I had to pay for that. There is another incident which I must share. I committed a theft when I was 15. So, one more incident is there. What incident was that? That he committed a theft. Means he tried to steal something. I had run into a debt of about 25 rupees. So I have borrowed 25 rupees from someone. Now I have to return them also. My brother had on his arm an armlet of solid gold. I stole a bit of gold out of it and the debt was cleared. So what I did, I took the armlet. Armlet is a kind of bracelet of solid gold. So I took a bit gold of that armlet and then I sold it, got the money and cleared my debt. But this became more than I could bear. So what does that mean? Now I did that, but now I was feeling bad for that what I have done. I resolved never to steal again. I determined that I am not going to steal again. I also made up my mind to confess it to my father, but I did not dare to speak. So I decided, what should I do? That I should admit my mistake in front of my father. But I was not able to speak in front of him. Not that I was afraid of my father beating him. The reason was not that. The reason was not that my father was going to beat me, but reason was that I was afraid of the pain that I should cause him. I decided at last to write out the confession. So, I was not telling him the truth at that time because I thought it could cause him so much pain. He will feel so bad. So, I decided that I should write a letter to him in which I will admit my mistake. In this note, not only did I confess my guilt, but I also asked adequate punishment for it. So, in that letter, I admitted what I have done and then I asked my father to punish me. I also promised never to steal in future. With trembling hands, I handed the confession to my father. Confession means in which I have admitted all the things. He read it and tear drops trickled down his cheeks, wetting the paper. Pearl drops means he was crying. Those pearl drops of love cleansed my heart and washed my sin away. A clean confession combined with a promise never to commit the sin again is the purest type of repentance. So he said, I saw my father. Tears were coming out of his eyes. That means he was fine. That means he had read my confession and he is not going to give any punishment to me. And then I felt that a clean confession, nothing besides that, in which written a clean confession combined with a promise that I won't do it again, is the purest type of repentance. Means जितना हम पछतावा कर सकते हैं, that is the purest. This incident for me was an object lesson in ahimsa. So from this I have learned about ahimsa. So students, chapter has completed, text has completed. Exercise questions will be given to your assignment slots afterwards. Thank you. Have a nice day and revise the chapter carefully.